power seats.
They actually work.
I could buckle my seatbelt.
I'm good.
You could.
Just don't crash.
If you want to go through the... Okay, this is how it works. That's your lap belt.
Is it like an airplane?
Yep.
All right.
Now, did you say these back windows don't go down?
No, there's shoulder belts, but
man.
I'm gonna ask for a little more air then, Brian.
Okay.
I'll turn the rear unit on for you.
Yeah, just like, I don't know what it is. I get a tiny bit claustrophobic. And
Anything I need to do? Pump it? Anything?
Just
If I
crank
can't
it till
put
it
the
starts.
window
It's been vapor locking a little.
Just
Good luck for you.
Okay.
In between neutral and drive is drive.
Ah.
I gotta fix that.
Okay.
So this actually...
Any other things I need to know before I get out?
Everything works good.
Okay. I have a big hood parking brake on?
Yeah, it pops off automatically when you put it in drive.
Ooh.
That was that big clunk noise.
Yeah, that's what that clunk was.
This feels like the Buick LeSabre that we did, although this is probably bigger, but probably gets better gas mileage because it, well, it has 3 speeds, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you had the Dynaflow.
Yeah.
That was that wasn't even speeds. That was just a stator.
That's just turbines.
Yeah. All right.
The
So I
final
can do
drive,
headlights.
general Dynaflow.
And I get the little lights, little corner lights up there. Is the heater on, or is that just, it's just how generally warm in here?
The climate control's always on.
Oh,
But if you turn it to 70, would it cool off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Put down 68.
Nice.
There it is.
When you stop, it actually recovers pretty well once you do stop. Like it doesn't wall over 3 or 4 more bounces.
Oh, I
Those
guess.
brakes are grabby.
Well, you just had a brand new one put on with the wheel, didn't you? Something
Oh, new hub.
Oh, a hub. So the bearing was good. We needed a hub.
Yeah, they replaced all that. Took
The
that.
fact that they were able to get a hub for this car today.
It's not
Yeah.
for an Imperial, believe it or not. It's for a 70. I think it's 73 Challenger. They're all the same.
It's probably like it's a D100 pickup / Challenger / everything else. You're not taking us up that road with that hairpin.
No, I was thinking about it, but no.
No, the steering's good. I mean, I went over all the suspension.
I'm finding curves in the road that aren't here. That's really the on-center steering. There's a lot of input.
And actually, the armrests are high, which is what they should be.
There's a lot to think, and I've got an entire smart car worth of hood in front of me.
Do you have any cigars? I got a lighter. It must be.
You take a nap down back there with those built-in pillows. And,
I like the grab handles. Nice.
little,
Oh,
yeah.
too much input. And
Oh, the speedometer's off.
Yeah, it's 20 miles off.
20 miles fast or slow?
Fast.
Wow, okay.
Now
I was going to say, well, that gets up to speed. Oh. There's no real place for my hands, this 2-stroke wheel. I'm kind of like, I'm reaching for flappy paddles that aren't there.
You just keep your hands higher up. That's
All right. Old man steering up here.
Oh, drive is between N and D. So if you're below D, you're in 2.
I'm giving other cars a very wide berth.
Well, because this is still the high horsepower engine, if you found a road straight enough and you put his foot in it, it won't downshift, it'll just pull.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's the magical 727 torque light.
Yeah, the 66 Coronet, it was the last year for the A block. They went to the LA block. So it was the wide, the polyhead 318.
I had a.
They're probably using the last of the bump. And a 727.
I don't think the poly's not a LA block, is it?
No, it was an A block.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was the last one. And they switched from mid-production to the LA block 318.
Which they kept forever. The LA block, I think, later turned into the Magnum.
They just changed the heads. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all he did was change the heads.
Chevy, it was small block Chevy forever.
Yeah. Were they even slapping Vortec badges on the 350,
yeah.
like in the 2000s or something.
Yeah.
The Van 5 logo.
Okay, here comes a corner.
Oh, yeah, hang on.
Somebody's glasses fell on the floor. Look around your feet. I heard something go clack.
What it was the seatbelt buckle.
Oh, okay.
You're good. See, it doesn't really lean.
That's for sale, right?
Can't look with head.
Only eyes.
Only eyes,
A
like a
house
Rocketeer.
with a four-car external garage attached garage.
Okay, here comes another corner. Oh, all right.
This is far too uncouth for a little car.
Yeah.
And you also have to remember this was the longest production car in 1970.
Ooh.
Limousine.
Dodging the roadkill. Have you calculated mileage?
Not yet.
Okay.
That's what this trip's for.
Ah. So you're at half. It's indicating a needle's width above half tank.
And it was completely full when I left my house. And
Wow.
how many miles did we get on the trip odometer?
Looking for it.
Upper
I see
left.
two of them. Upper left,
Upper left.
139.
It's probably going to equate to somewhere around 8.
Yikes.
It's super ethanol. It's cheap. It's only like 8 cents a gallon.
Okay, we're gonna get a little bit of in-town driving. That's the casket factory.
Looks like it's unfortunately not in business anymore.
That's the one thing about this section of Pennsylvania that makes me uncomfortable. Once you start getting on 61, there's all these billboards. Hey, funeral homes, cremation solutions.
Yeah.
Well, nobody wants it near the expensive area.
It's like, hey, you're all old.
It's kind of sad to see a dead casket factory.
Yeah,
So I do not have indicators on my dash. My
But-
indicators are external.
Yes, they're external.
It's a steep hill.
They'll do it no problem. Don't even worry about it. It may upshift.
We're gonna be avoiding that hill going to Parkway.
Oh. Okay.
Just. Yeah, just a general direction in there.
You have enough time to say "I say" between directional changes. I say. I say. Steering is voice activated. Stock options. Wall Street. Picasso.
Alright, what is this person doing? If I need my horn, is it down there? Is it
Yeah.
that? Okay.
This used to have the rim blow, but it doesn't work anymore.
Ah, the squeeze it thing?
Yeah. You know, the 3 cars I had that had that, only my Blue Thunderbird worked. You were in that.
Yeah.
At the 72?
Yep.
The upside and downside to the privacy, like lack of windows, is that you also have to lean way forward to see out. Like, oh, what's happening outside? You go, oh wait, there's the world.
I think the point of it was, though, that you can't be bothered with people out there.
Ah.
That's why, it actually, if you look in, like I found online, I found the Imperial Club, and they actually have the original brochures, and that's what they brag about with the seating position.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's complete privacy.
I do not wish to look at the pores today.
What is the saying that it said in there?
Oh, man, I'd have to look it up to get it verbatim, but it was something like, a man knows what he wants and will do anything to acquire it or something like that, and it shows a guy in like a flannel suit
Yeah.
in front of like a country club.
I thought it was something about.
Oh wait, let's take this to the drive-through beer distributor.
I thought it was like a man knows what matters most in life or something like that.
Yeah, that was on another page with them too. It's like you could never get away with that marketing in this day and age, ever.
Steering so easy, even the little woman can drive now. You're like,
Did you ever see, if you ever look it up, right? They have the old Edsel ads when they had the teletouch drive, you know, with the buttons in the middle of the steering wheel.
Yeah.
And
were those electric? Those couldn't have been cable operated.
they were electro. I think they were electro vacuum.
I am blocking that, guys. He's trying to get up.
It's not your fault. It's cheap. That's the whole point.
Try to take up 2 of these spots completely, like on the side here.
Actually, yeah, what is the length of this car? 200 something. Because like I know the town, like that town car we just passed, like that was the longest car that was produced in modern times. It was like 212 inches.
Well, I did the typical thing that you do. I bought the car first, and then, you know, had to figure out if it fits in the garage second. And so we took a tape measure to it. It's 20 foot 3 inches bumper to bumper.
That's about, yeah, I can't imagine that. That's pretty long.
Yeah, it fits. Barely.
My grandfather had go up in the 70s. Like a 4-year-old, it was like a 76, it was like 1980, about a 76 Lincoln Mark V. The one that had like a fake spare tire hump in the trunk and everything, like a huge coupe. It was like triple black with bucket seats, and he's like, this first nice car, and he got it home, and it wouldn't fit in the garage. The bumper, it was like, if he got the bumper in the front, like touching the wall, the garage door wouldn't close by an inch. So, and he had it outside, and the car, and the tree was getting sap on it, and he was like, never mind, and he salted that also.
This was a 75.
76 or something, whatever the Mark
that was
5
well into the pollution era too. That 460 probably made 175 horsepower.
I think that would be still generous.
It was like that 78 Magnum I had. That had a 360 to put out 145 horsepower.
Yeah, they were just they made noise, but they just. I mean, these days you can go and you can change the head and you can add some, you can dial compression back in.
See, that's the big argument I get in with, I don't want to say kids, I'm 39, but you know, like all these people are all pro LS. It's not hard to get horsepower when you take it out of an express van, put it in a car with a computer. It's only a 300 horsepower motor.
Right.
Now you take an SBC for example, that was 140 horsepower and people were building them up to 400 horsepower. That's why you took up, you know, that much machine work.
Yeah, like the LS ones, like you can like, well, they make a supercharger kit. And
well, look at his Falcon.
Off you go.
Look at his Falcon. That's a Thunderbird 5.0 in that, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what started life as. That was only rated, I think, 160, 170 horsepower. No, 205.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, 205.
Because I remember the 302s and like Mercuries were like 150, all dialed down.
Yeah.
But if you got the hot Mustang, it was like 210.
Yeah.
Or 240 or something.
Mine was the 50 HO.
Oh, you went 240.
Yeah, but I think the HO was only an intake option, like a slightly different plenum. And now mine doesn't have that.
Yeah, you put a regular intake on that with the 4-barrel.
Yeah.
There's a cool Cougar hide back there.
Although you did do one thing that inspired me for my other car, for my 55 Mercury. I think when it's a 4-speed manual in it now, but if I ever switch it to an automatic, I'm going to go with the AOD.
Oh.
You're going with the what?
The AOD.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing to connect.
Yeah.
It's all, there's no computer, there's no...
It's all internal.
Yeah.
So there's just one cable, all this move a selector?
Yeah, it's just TV cable.
Now, why is it that you weren't able to... I remember you saying a long time ago you wanted to retain the column shifter.
Yeah, just because.
Yeah, but you
Well,
weren't
you
able
can't.
to with the AOD, or?
Or you were just doing so much work.
Bruce said he could have made it work, but because we had a different front end and rack and pinion steering now, that in order to make all that stuff fit, you have to cut the steering shaft of the. You have to cut the original steering shaft, and Ford ran all the linkages inside of it.
Oh.
So now you've just cut all the linkages for the transmission. So
Oh, that's not.
whatever.
This wasn't worth it.
Nah.
Too much work.
No, the B&M works nice.
Oh yeah, you just hook the cable up. All right, so if you grab it back, and,
It looked like you were letting it spin. You went too far. And then
too far.
And then you went to correct it. It just went too far the other way.
Okay, we got a big parking lot here. What is our turning radius?
Huge.
All right, coming to a stop. Full crank on the wheel,
Until it squeaks a little.
and around we go. Can I get back to where I was?
You should.
Excellent.
Not too bad.
If you do it with more power, does it?
You get the one wheel peel.
Oh Jesus! Oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's like
all right.
literally did it like a 70s movie. It did.
I'll get it.
I'm sorry,
It's
man.
all right. Don't even worry about
Really,
it.
that really happens.
That was hilarious.
The banana.
Maybe you hit the banana.
Oh, Doyle rules.
That was great.
All right, which one was it? It's up here. Put that back on there.
Line up the valves.
Up.
Look, we're in the tire shop. They put it on loose.
Yeah, we put it on loose.
They don't have this anymore.
All right, that's on.
Sweet.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That was great.